questions for
So,
Coach?
Peter, what have you learned about your defense so far this spring?
I think, we got a resilient group. The guys have loved working. We have to take significant strides from the end of this spring game. We have to continue to get stronger at the point of attack. We have to continue working on all the finish parts of every position specific. Linebacker, we got to knock back the ball better. DBs, when the ball's in the air, 50-50 balls, we got to be more efficient at winning those. And guys up front, we have to continue getting stronger and bigger and be able to establish a line of scrimmage.
Looks like you've got several candidates to play alongside Jack, inside linebacker. Can you talk a little bit about some of the main candidates for starting role?
Really, all those guys have opportunities to play. I feel very comfortable with the guys that we have. I think Sergio has done a very nice job of picking things up. He did not show, there was no real delay on him learning the system, so that's been very promising for him. He's learned quickly. He's a solid finisher. He's strong at the point of attack. Blake Anseladas has had another good spring. He's got to keep getting him on the field. And Hunter, with his move from safety, I thought took tremendous strides from where he was practice 1 to where he is in practice 13. I'm excited for Saturday to let him go out and get off the field and let's let him kind of process and show me what he's developed. And Yosefa has had a bunch of starts for us, a bunch of reps, and he's another very talented player for us. Just consistency, what we're looking for him. And Nate Regina, I think, is another player that I feel very comfortable with on the field. So our room right now, I think we're definitely trending in the right direction. And Kyle Soto is another player that's been with us for a couple of years, and he comes out here and you come out to practice, you watch him make a bunch of tackles.
What will be some of the separators for that position in terms of guys who get on the field more than others?
Guys that really are showcasing the ability to finish. Our guys, by and large, understand what to do. Now it's just how we finish our tackles and how we can defeat blocks, because we're going to get blocked, we're going to get covered up, we're going to have some one-on-one tackles, and the guys that can finish in space and the guys that, when contact is made, the ball stops advancing. Those are the things I'm looking for.
A good amount of red zone work today. What's the key for you guys defensively in those situations?
In those situations, we're all about field goal attempts. It's there's a lot of different times. I think last Saturday or last Friday, the first play of the scrimmage was an explosive play for the offense, and we got down kind of that high red. And then the mentality, it's all about trying to finish those drives with kicks. There's going to be a bunch of opportunities for them to be aggressive on 3rd and 4th downs, to see a lot of that kind of that no man's land or the go zone. So it's really transitioning. We have to play tighter in coverage, and those are the things that as it shrinks in space, we have to get more efficient, and we have to get more field goal attempts in those situations.
Outside linebacker thinner than inside right now, obviously. You've got Xavier coming back in the summer, hopefully, and then you've got Reese and Jernigan and BMW. How are those guys doing so far?
Miles Jernigan this time last year was the guy that really took a tremendous step to show that he was going to be the player that he was, and he's continued to develop, and I think he's playing with a more consistent physical approach than he even finished the season with. So Miles is everything that we want right now. David's done a great job coming in, and very similar to Sergio, there wasn't a tremendous amount of lag, or didn't take him a long time to really get acclimated on the defense. BMW is a player that we think has all the ability to do within our scheme. I think he can set an edge. He's an efficient rusher. So we just need to keep getting him more reps, and when he's on the field, just playing as high of level of consistency as he can. And then Nooney's a player that has shown flash some things. And we're just looking for more consistency out of Nooney. There's some errors sometimes as a younger player that he's kind of worked through. And then Sam Ross has done a good job out here. He's been active, and he's gotten a lot better as well.
BMW and Miles looking more like 4-down players yet, or they're still evolving into that?
I think both of them can do it, and I think it's going to, that group, has to have some flexibility on who's available, who we're playing. So I think all those guys have the ability to do it. It's just a matter of what we want to ask them to do.
Are you seeing continued progression with Nate Burrell and also Ethan Saunders in the year older?
Ethan's had a fantastic spring. He's been active. The thing I've seen out of Ethan, he's played physical with more consistency. there's opportunities, and you've seen times that you've seen him really flash in some of his physical tools, but to see him do it more consistently has been great. Nate Burrell, the story we know, he got here late in summer last year, and by necessity he had a lot of opportunities to play, but you see him settling in and, again, being a more consistent player, understand all the techniques, all the alignments. So he's a disruptive player for us inside as well.
Coach, for the spring game, do you spend any time at all trying to scheme against what the offense is going to do, or is it? What's the approach for something like that?
Spring game for us, we're spending zero time on the scheme part. We're going to kind of pare down. We'll probably end up carrying, I don't know, we got to talk to the staff, maybe somewhere between 6 and 8 calls. And really, it's a showcase. I want to see those guys go out and have a lot of fun. See the guys that can get lined up on their own. And I think throughout the entire spring, when I've talked to you guys, I think I've probably said the word finish, 50, 60 times. I think everybody in our defense, we have to get the capacity to finish. We can have 11 guys lined up correctly. Love you too, bro. It's not good enough anymore, because when an offense is moving the ball and they can throw and catch with the completion percentage that we're facing right now in our conference, it's not good enough covering people up and tackling when they catch it. We have to go out and we have to knock the ball away from people. We have to rush the quarterback, and when the ball's in the air, we have to knock it down. So the whole defense needs to finish.
Can you talk a little bit about your safety depth?
Yeah, we have some guys that with experience. It's still going to be very competitive, and that's, it's going to be interesting to kind of see, post April 15th, the portal's going to open again, and we're all getting new to what the portal means and who's going in and who's going out. But I think the guys have done exactly what we asked them to do, this spring, and then we'll see what becomes available and what direction, if there's new guys or if it stays status quo.
Potentially, could Hunter go back to safety if you don't feel like you have enough depth there?
I don't feel that's the direction we'll go. I like Hunter, what he's doing up front. I think he's gained some weight, and I think he's developed in a way that I think he has a good future right there at that linebacker position.